This is a blue 2-channel TQA transmitter with the 70/30 throttle range switch. This came new with the production Max I bought at the end of 2019. It came with this receiver. It's a 6533 receiver as well. So these have never been connected to the app. They've never been updated since being shipped from the factory. I didn't use this radio because I swapped it out for another brand straight away. So this is actually my first time using the Bluetooth enabled TQI. So previously I'd only used the red ones and never noticed an issue setting endpoints. Okay, so we're in the push button method of setting endpoints now. 3 red flashes. You'll see we're at 100% range, and even then we're seeing that same deadband at the end of the steering wheel travel. This is completely stock out of a Max. It's been pulled out of the car and has sat for 2 years. So we'll set reduced endpoints, and again you don't see the servo jump. Set it again this side, and same again. Works normally up to the endpoint and then deadband. Same both sides. So this issue has been persisting since the end of 2019 at least. And remember in the second video I showed that same transmitter bound to a LaTrax receiver and endpoints working perfectly. So it's not a matter of Traxxas steering endpoints always being set in this manner. Also remember the throttle channel works normally as well. Okay, so we've powered up, connected to the Bluetooth module. First thing is going to be a transmitter update. I'm going to click proceed. I'll take a screenshot there. We're going from 7.2.3 to 8.3.4. So nothing to lose. I'll just film that and time lapse it so that we can show that the update has been applied successfully. So all devices appear to be updated. I'm going to power down, leave that screen, power back up, connected, support, about, attached firmware devices. So fingers crossed that makes a difference. So I'm going to quit the app so it doesn't make me update the receiver. Turn that off. Same old firmware on the receiver. Don't know what that is yet because it has not been connected to the app yet. We're in endpoint setting. Set that. Didn't jump. Set that. Same problem. Alright, receiver's turn. And before I do that, I'm going to reset those endpoints in case it affects anything. 4 flashes. Set, reset, full range. Same slight deadband at the top. Fresh power up, fresh restart of the app. So now we're required to update the receiver. We'll proceed. And we're also going to get the subsystem, which I did not have before, as far as I could see. So with my 6533 receiver from the X-Maxx, I could not see a TSM receiver subsystem firmware listing in the attached devices. So now we're getting that. So let's go ahead. I'll time lapse it to prove. Okay, so that's finally finished. Power down, power up, connected, support, about, take a screenshot to show the app version, and a screenshot to show the attached firmware devices now. Okay, so that's what we have now. Pretty sure I had a transmitter subsystem before, but I didn't have a receiver subsystem. Fingers crossed. Alright, garage, channel setup, steering. Well, it's not a good start because we've already got that deadband, but it is set to 100 and that only goes to 85/90. Pull it down to 50. Alright, so no joy. Endpoints still don't work. Alright, we've got our basic LaTrax receiver in bind mode. We'll link it. We're all good. Alright, straight into endpoints. So we've already got endpoints installed, it appears. It appears they work perfectly. What I'll do is we've got 3 flashes. We'll go 4. Endpoint reset. So we should be able to watch that jump as normal. That's applied. We should be in 4. We'll go back to 1, 2, 3, back in endpoints. We'll see 100%. We'll chuck in an endpoint. We'll see the servo jump as it should, and we have the reduced endpoints working all the way to the end of the steering wheel travel. Same radio, same firmware, different receiver. So whether it's still in the transmitter firmware or it's interplay with the receiver, who knows, but same gear there, basic receiver here, and that's how it should work. Okay, so as of start of February 2022, we've been able to show the problem happening with hardware and firmware that was shipped 2 years ago, the end of 2019. We've updated that same hardware to current firmware. The same problem persists, and we've tried different TQI Bluetooth transmitters with and without the 7030 switch. Both behave exactly the same. We've shown 2 different 6533 receivers, 2 different lots of firmware, again the same faulty behavior, and with both sets of transmitter hardware, we have connected to a basic LaTrax receiver and shown the steering endpoints working exactly as expected.